Hey y'all, welcome to Rakes and Crafts. Today I'm going to do a Christmas card. This is going to be for the Unity Stamp Company monthly challenge. It's a card challenge. It's either they do a card challenge, a layout, or a color challenge. I'm going to do the card challenge, and so I'll tell you what I have here. I used my Nestabilities circles, standard circles large. I used the 3rd and 4th smallest. I used this is the same one, Yuletide Designer Matte Stack by K & Company. I used okay, the 2 pieces from that are, I cut 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and on this one it's going to go on my front, so I just went ahead and cut the center out so that I can use it for something else. And you could do that for the inside too, but I want the inside to have a little bit more stability, and I'm gonna be doing some layering and stuff on the front. I have 2 pieces of 4.5 by 6.5 white cardstock, and this is where I cut my circles from that are going to become my ornaments. I have these 2 ornament tops. These are parts of the Sizzix Christmas Ornament Light and Stocking steel roll die, and I just put a couple pieces of white scrap over the top here so that I could get the hook part, if you will. I've got some snail, I've got some pop dots, I've got some Versamark. I'm going to be using Warm Your Heart by Stampabilities on the inside of my card, and then the Unity Stamp Company stamp I'm going to be using is this Christmas Joy stamp, and this is one that I got from a grab bag of stamps that I purchased. I've also got some scraps over here of the Yuletide stack, and then also the Recollections Holiday Tradition. What is this? I think they're 4.5 by 6.5 inch stack. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do. I need some I'm gonna make banner flags, but I'm not sure exactly which I'm going to use yet. I'm leaning towards doing this one, which would be, this is the inside piece. So I'm leaning on that one or that one is what I'm thinking. I don't know, I might do that one too. We'll just have to see. So let me go ahead and set this stuff aside, and I'm going to do my embossing quick. Oops, I guess I do need one piece though. I need my inside piece. Here, whoops, now I'm throwing stuff again. Okay, I'm also going to use my powder bag. And this is just a white, this is actually the circle piece that I cut out of the front. And that's what I'm going to stamp that circle sentiment on. And let's just do that and wipe that away. Alright, grab this. And in case I didn't say, I'm using Ranger Ultra Fine Silver Embossing Powder here. Okay. And I'm going to need a piece of scratch paper here to do part of it. And I'm just going to ink up these little hangers. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and stamp this sentiment. And I don't quite know why I just put the lid on that. Could be that it's like 1:30 in the morning, but it's quiet and peaceful in my house. So I'm taking advantage. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and ink up my sentiment for the inside of my card. And straighten up this panel here. And I tend to stamp either in the middle or the mid-top of the card piece here. Sometimes my mom likes to write little notes when she sends Christmas cards. So she tends to want a little bit of extra room. And these are going to be her Christmas cards this year, or it will be one of her Christmas cards. My mom is one of those people that would send everybody the same card if she could. So she kind of wants all of them to be the same, and I want them all to be different so I can use my creativity. She's getting better at it though. But she requested the 5x7 inch cards because she really likes that size, so that's what I've been making this year. And I'm just going to go ahead and close up my embossing powder so it doesn't go everywhere if I hit it. And I'm going to grab my heat tool. There we go. And that is all of our embossing. So I can go ahead and set these aside. Oh, before I do that, I am going to do two things quick. I'm going to grab two punches here. And I'm using, this one's a, I believe it's an EK Success. Yeah, this is an EK Success punch. And it's the 1 1/4. And this is a Marvy punch. And it's the medium or small size, whatever they call it, but it's gonna punch an 1.5 inch circle. So all I'm gonna do is line up my circle here in the center, and I went ahead and flipped my punch over. There we go. And then when I figure out exactly how I'm going to do the inside, or I'm sorry, what I'm going to do on the front, then I will go ahead and punch a circle for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Okay, we're going to pull out the pieces we are for sure using, which are these. Okay. So this is the inside of my card. And I'm going to go ahead and get that put on. I'm just using some snail. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of line that up in the center. There we go. And I've got embossing powder on the table, which you all know is like kryptonite to me. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and adhere this panel down. Okay, now it's going to come the fun part. Okay, on this side over here where I've got it really thin, I'm just going to grab some score tape. I think that will be my easiest way of doing this. And this is just 1/8 of an inch of score tape. Okay. And I'm just going to line this up evenly spaced. Or as evenly spaced as I possibly can. Okay, we're all right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have 2 small pieces of cardstock here that I cut to the size that I wanted. And all I'm going to do, believe it or not, is I'm going to line this up about where I want it to be. And I'm going to grab a pencil. And I'm going to draw some circles. And then on this piece, I'm going to add some pop dots. And as you can see, I got some powder where I didn't really want it. And just make sure when you're putting your pop dots on that you get them around these circles here. Okay. And then I'm going to grab one of these and I'm going to go ahead and snip it in half, because it makes the perfect size for this outer edge here. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just snip away a little bit more of this paper. And this paper. And that's okay if you tear it a little bit, because all you want to do is get this piece set down in here so that it covers that circle you drew. But it's not, you know, too terribly off. And then I'm just going to grab some snail and tuck it down in there. Now that I think about it, it probably won't make too much of a difference. I forgot we were popping it up on pop dots. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead. So that's kind of what it's going to look like. But we're going to pop off the rest of this top here. And I'm going to use a little bit of Glossy Accents to glue our topper on. I've got two little notches here that I don't like, so I'm just going to snip them off. There we go. And I'm just going to overhang it just a tiny bit. Oops. There we go. Alright, now on the other one, I'm going to copy that zigzag motion, but I'm going to come up a little farther. Okay. Okay. I want it to kind of look the same, but it needs to be a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to once again put some Glossy Accents over it. And I'm going to just pick it up and get it kind of centered. But once again, overhanging just a little bit. Because our end goal is to make it look like an ornament. Okay. And now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to flip it over. I'm just going to leave the background paper face up, because I want to do maybe an inch. Okay, and then I'm going to line this up at 1/2 inch and make a little slit. Except I cut off more than I wanted for a slit. Okay, and then I'm going to notch these for banners. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to flip it over, and at 1/2 inch again, I'm going to make another little slit. Okay. And then I'm going to overhang it just a little bit. And that's going to give us the banner pieces we need for the side. So I'm going to go ahead okay, there we go. Just like that. And I like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these pop dot pieces off. Oops. And I'm just going to kind of, okay, I'm going to peel this one up because it needs to move over just a little bit. Oops. Okay, I'm going to add a little more adhesive, which I recommend if you pull stuff up that you do. Okay, and I am just going to overlap it because I don't think it's going to matter. Okay, and now I'm going to pick it up so I can get everybody lined up the best I can. There we go. Okay, and now I'm going to, I think I'm going to use a little bit of this red to bring that back in. So I'm going to grab that yellow punch, and I'm just going to punch a circle. And we're going to grab Christmas Joy, which is another part of why I chose such a neutral color on this bobble here, because I knew that I was going to put him there. And I want to use a little bit of dimension here, but I don't want it to be even with the rest. So I'm going to grab, and I know, there it is. I'm going to grab my roll of foam tape here, and I'm just going to cut me a square of foam tape. And this is 1/8 of an inch versus the 1/4 inch pop dots I used on the rest. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that right in the center. And now we're going to go ahead and put our card in. Our card, I guess it would be the inside of our card in. Alright, just like that. And that's our card for today. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see y'all next time.